One of the biggest and most important parts of the project was self-assessment and self-evaluation, because the concept is to really think about what one needs to feel supported and how that then can be supported and then engaged within their community. I think in a way I was looking for connections with people as well as a sense of resource. Sometimes you can feel disconnected, and this was a way of me reconnecting to the people that I cared about. Hi, I'm Elan Cadiz. I am an interdisciplinary North American visual artist that deconstructs and balances my intersectionality through my projects. My art and practice are grounded in documentation of my personal narrative through the use of historical imagery and the domestic. I see myself as a cultural interpreter and visual documenter. I immerse myself in spaces that I occupy, identifying the familiar and the unfamiliar, all the while visually documenting each inquiry. So a lot of my work deals with whoever I have immediate access to, and through quiet meditation and a lot of thinking, I came up with the Scaffold Equity of Treatment project. Now, the equity of treatment was about the quality of being fair and impartial when it comes to the treatment of ourselves and others. Equality had implied sameness, and equity implied fairness. And I wanted this to be an experiment of fairness between the people that I knew, and how I would bring those people together was the next step. My good friend, Nia Iman Smith, she is the creator and founder of The Black Connection, a blog and apparel brand dedicated to the celebration of Blackness as expressed through music, literature, and spiritual traditions. And I also worked with her, and she was an amazing art educator. My friend Jonathan, also Amatus, graphic designer, urban planner, name it, he can do it. If you ask him, he'll figure it out. Author and writer Retha Powers. Artist, feminist, and activist Dinga McCannon. The scaffold was another element of it, which first came for me from my educational background, because scaffolding is actually an educational term in giving support to students who needed support. And it's very specific that they give support to students in areas that they need the most support. I met Connie Lee through Sheila McDaniel's The Studio Museum. Sheila had mentioned that they were gonna go clean graffiti off of art. I was so hyped up about this, and Connie Lee was the one who head up the cleanup. She was amazing. We felt like champions that day. And I said, I gotta know this lady. And I built up enough courage to ask her to be a part of it. She is a curator and an organizer with the Public Arts Initiative and president of the Marcus Garvey Park Alliance. So she's a guardian of art and a great friend. Gerald Lavelle, artist. Kumasi Jay Barnette. I first met him in the art exhibit. I thought his work was amazing because he takes old Spider-Man comic books and reimagines them. Sheila Pepe, she's an artist, educator, and living and working in Brooklyn. She's a prominent figure as a lesbian cross-disciplinary artist whose work employs conceptualism, surrealism, and craft to address feminist and class issues. She's my mentor, and I love her. So thank you, Sheila. As time went on, I realized, though, the scaffold would become more abstracted, because at first I was trying to model it exactly after scaffold that you see often in the city where I live, in Harlem for 20 years now. Scaffold is something that is quite unavoidable, but if you think about it, it's something to keep us safe as well as the building safe. So I thought, what would be better than to surround my subjects in something that is to support them and also protect themselves and others.